Okay, we are live. A little impromptu live session for y'all. Let me know how this lighting looks when you guys. I got a lot of colors. Okay, so as always, I'm just going to wait a bit to allow people to join. But for those of you watching on the replay, hey, welcome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on the replay. There's one person right now. Hello. So welcome to Jasmine T TV. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that. All right. And you can follow me on Instagram at Jasmine T_TV. There's a lot of content on this channel. Okay. So this month we are celebrating 5 years of YouTube. So that's something. Okay. So, all right. Like I said, we're just going to wait a bit. Remember, when you join, please tell me where you're joining from and where you are. Yes, I'm sorry, where you're joining from and what time. Hi there, you okay? Yes, Don, I'm fine. How are you? Oh gosh, it's been one of those days. All right. By the way, today is a Q&A session. It is a Q&A. So I will give you guys some updates of what we have going on in the next couple of weeks. But I wanted to open this up as a Q&A session for you guys because, I don't think we've had a live stream. It's been at least a month, I believe. All right, Don is tuning in from the UK. I would like to go to the UK one of these days. Dobre dzień, Rafal. Okay, so real quick for folks, the last couple of videos have basically been giving you guys updates. First off, like I think 2 weeks ago, I was just basically telling y'all I'm okay. All right. And then the last video, as we were talking about the refugee crisis, I was telling you guys how you could help. And so I started a GoFundMe. I'll put the link after this live stream is over. I'll put the link below. And actually this morning I woke up early, well, early for me. And I went to an intervention hostel that's set up for, they have a niche in non-Ukrainian refugees. They help everybody, but they do have a niche in non-Ukrainian refugees, and kind of just seeing their setup and what supplies they need. So with the GoFundMe funds that we have already, we've reached 650 USD out of our $1,000 goal. And now start buying supplies this week. So like I said, I'll put that link in this description box when this video is over. And you can also check out last week's video. So I'll link it there as well. Okay, so just wanted to give that little update because I knew people were asking about that. Yeah, so any questions you guys have? This is really no plan today. Rafael, where are you tuning in from? I just saw Dobre. I know Don's from UK. So y'all make sure you do, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I think there are 5 people. Hello, 5 people who have their notifications turned on. Thank y'all so much for that. I know the notifications are weird. Some people message and say like, hey, I'm just seeing this video. Even though it was a week old, they just got the notification. So I know it's weird like that. All right, if there are no questions, I'm going to the next update. All right, so the next update, we are going to Berlin the 20th through the 28th of this month. And so you guys might be saying, Berlin again? Yes, because I did Berlin in 2020, but it was 2020. So I felt like I didn't get the full experience of Berlin. So I'm going to try it again. And then... Question, are you single? Yes, as a dollar bill, Rafael, yes. But like I said, we're going to Berlin for a few reasons. As you may or may not know, I've been doing comedy here in Warsaw. And so I actually got a spot to do an open mic there in Berlin. And I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to get my hair done. So all of that's going to be, oh, that just died. So we'll be fine. Okay, Don. I read it. I saw you're from Poland, but living in UK for 10 years. All right, we'll be fine without this light. But yeah, as I was saying, let me stay on one train of thought. So just so you guys know, because some people might ask about my job, for example. So I wholesale mobile homes, and I do that based in the US. Well, I'm here, but I sell in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. So I work on EST time. I sleep from 4 a.m. here to 12 p.m. Like that's how I usually operate. And because I had to wake up and go to that hostel this morning to meet with the supplies rep and figure out what type of supplies are needed for the refugees, I woke up at 8 something, which is like, my 2 a.m. All right. So I'm a little off today, but it's Sunday and I was like, okay, I got to put out content. So we're doing this live stream. Nathan, what's up, man? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey. Somebody said, are you still teaching? No, I'm doing the mobile homes. That's how I support myself. And then the comedy stuff is it's just fun at this point. So Mr. Breaky B, thank you. I get it from my mama. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you have questions about teaching or anything like that, let me know. I'm going to start doing exclusive content, guys. I do the consultations already. Shout out to the people who have booked consultations over the past. I think I've been doing them for at least a year now, maybe. I don't know. Time flies, but at least a year. And I answer all sorts of questions, but I want to start doing more exclusive content. For example, my comedy stand-up routines. I want to start doing like more behind the scenes with the vlogs and things like that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I see that there are more people. This is a Q&A, guys. So if you guys have any questions, I am here today to answer any questions that you may have. All right. Let me see. And if not, we will go to the next update. I'm going to repeat, make sure that you check out, I guess at the end of this video, I'm going to put like links. Any links that I mentioned will be in the description box. Hey, Raydale Carmen, I recognize that name. Hey, girl. I am doing just fine. I hope you're doing well also. Okay, what is? Tell us a joke. So as far as like the comedy stuff, people say that like, oh, tell us a joke. And I am more of a storyteller, actually. Some of the comedians do tell me that at the beginning they were saying that I have TED Talks, which I've gotten a whole lot better with now. So I don't have like knock jokes or, I don't have like little short jokes like that. But I do have some comedy stand-ups. I basically have a playlist. I think it's only 2 right now. But you can go to the playlist on this channel, just type in comedy, and you can see some of the stand-ups if you haven't seen it already, okay? Do I have OnlyFans? No. I've never even like logged on to OnlyFans, so I need to even see what that platform looks like. I was thinking about Vimeo on demand, because at first I was thinking Patreon, but I know Patreon is a subscription, and I don't really like to pay for subscriptions for things, but maybe y'all do. I don't know. I was just trying to look for like a Vimeo on demand is like pay-per-view. And I also know with Patreon, that's probably going to be a lot more dedication and making sure you put out content. So I don't have OnlyFans and I don't have Patreon. Are you planning on? I missed that. Can you please type that question again? I think it was, are you planning on staying in Poland or what? And I'll tell you if that was the question. So my residency card expires November of this year. Basically, Poland, like the way I get residency here based on language courses, is very stressful for me. And so I actually plan to spend at least the entire month of June in Portugal, because for me to qualify for residency in Portugal seems a lot less stressful for me. So that's the plan right now. But I'm still traveling around to see. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. All right. Welcome, 18 people. So if 18 people have questions, I just got to repeat for the people tuning in. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why, but when I think OnlyFans, I just think sexual stuff. That's just me. I don't know. Students were frustrated. I actually did a video on this one. Check out last week's video. I missed the name of the person, but please check out last week's video because I did do a response on that. Any Black expat groups in Portugal? Yes. So when I went to Portugal, when I went to Lisbon in November, I went for Thanksgiving. So, and that was, they changed their name. So please excuse me. So it was either, I think at the time it was Black to Portugal, but now it's Black in Portugal or vice versa. They did a name change since I joined. But yeah, so I had fried turkey, macaroni and cheese. I had all of that in Lisbon. So we over there. And there also, of course, are some places where you can get your hair done, you know, if you have hair texture like mine, okay? But like I said, I'm doing Berlin next Sunday. So we'll be there 20th through the 28th. And if you're new to this channel, when I say we, I'm talking about you and me, okay? I put in one of the expat groups, like, hey, y'all, like, it's basically like Black folks in Europe, okay? And I asked, like, hey, where can I get my hair done? Because I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of doing this by myself, okay? And I'm actually, like, there's growth, but then there's also, like, damage and stuff like that. So I need somebody else. So I'm actually going to Berlin to get that taken care of. So you moving out of Poland permanently? I don't know. I don't know. I live one day at a time. Weren't you in Mexico? So I was only in Mexico for 4 months, okay, of last year. I actually did a video on Mexico, the shit I don't like. And there wasn't any problem. So wait. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Because that, like when they're long, you know, they kind of disappear. My apologies. But I will say Mexico was great in so I miss the people, right? So I miss talking to strangers, joking with folks, like just in the convenience store. My social life was amazing in Mexico. I was going out too much. Here, I kind of have to force myself to go out. And I mean, partly it has to do with cultural differences, partly has to do with also the weather. Like I love the location of my apartment, but I stay in what's known as Polish people help me out, kamienica. It's like a tenement house, and like it's a courtyard. It's all closed, and the sun does not come in, and it really does affect me. If you are in a country that doesn't have, like, I guess, natural sunlight, or in a city that doesn't have natural sunlight all the time, vitamin D is very, very important. And so I actually have to take vitamin D supplements because it messes with everything. Yeah, somebody was asking like real in-depth questions about like people of color and Ukraine and stuff like that. Like I said, y'all, I'm running off not a lot of sleep. So let's keep them real here. I know y'all want to dive, but if you got some real here questions, I'm here for you today. All right, so for the new folks, I'm just gonna repeat. We got the GoFundMe, and we have a game plan. I will be doing some shopping for an intervention hostel. Check out that GoFundMe link at the end of this video. All right, so you'll see where the money's going. Berlin, and then exclusive content is coming at some point in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Taking it one day at a time, y'all. One day at a time. So I try not to do these lives too long. So maybe I usually cut it off at like the 20-minute mark, between 15 to 20 minutes. So maybe I can ask y'all some questions. Like, I know some people haven't, I guess some people think like, oh, are you in Mexico or are you in Poland? So I guess like, what's one of the last videos you saw? And do you have any questions from that video? Or do you have any, I don't know, like, is there something that was helpful from that video or something you want to see more of? Let me know, please. Oh gosh, I'm always still so awkward doing these. sometimes. I think I'm into a little ant that I keep in a jar. I think I'm into a little ant. What do you mean? I don't know if there were typos in that sentence. or if you're just fucking with me. I really don't know. Yes, cranberry. And so when I was in Mexico, I actually found out, like, I don't know if you guys, oh, Montezuma's Revenge is real, but maybe you know, maybe you don't. But I know I've talked about it because I've had some people email me about it before. But I started having stomach pains in Mexico and I thought it was too much tequila. And I went to two doctors in the US, like, because I was actually home for a month before coming back to Poland. And they couldn't tell me, they were no help. Okay, they were no help. And here, you know, coming back to Warsaw, I got a gastroenterologist. And she was just like, hey, you got IBS. So I I also have to watch what I eat. Okay. So yes, definitely. And that's why you'll see when I go places, you'll see me saying, okay, I gotta have gluten-free, lactose-free, dairy-free, and things like that. So I'm kind of torn because I do want to try like the authentic version of things, but I also don't want to be in pain. So yeah, definitely gotta watch what you eat though. And Cranberry, I guess, are you planning on going to Mexico or any other place? I would like to go to, I've never been to South America. And Margaret, I don't know if you guys remember Margaret from South Korea. We got our CELTA together. We taught in South Korea together, but she's in Brazil. So I've been trying to find a time of when I can go visit her. It's all about funds. I got the time. It's just the funds part. So I can support myself in like travels around Europe, but when it starts coming to like hopping around continents and stuff, I don't have continent hopping money just yet. So, all right, guys, a couple more minutes. So if you have any final questions. Hey, NC North Cac. Okay, so Clark, last name Clark, I will share, email me, either email me or hit me up on Instagram, okay? And I'll send you some Facebook groups, or I can do a video on that. Yeah, I can do a video on all the ways I got into it. Okay. Yeah, man. Cranberry, you got to get out. You got to get out. For sure. There were two other messages that I missed. My apologies. Okay. But yeah, this wholesaling, the mobile home wholesaling stuff, like I say, I started in June of 2021. And like when I started, I literally found out about it that same month. Like I just happened to go home. I was living in Mexico. I just happened to go home for my great aunt's birthday. And one of my cousins was like, hey, I'm flipping mobile homes, you know? And I was like, oh, okay. And I have a background in commercial real estate. So my mind is already thinking in that way. But mobile homes are just a lot easier, just dealing with the DMV instead of like deeds and lawyers and stuff and closing attorneys. So, yeah, I started in June and I sold 3, all sitting, while I was sitting in Mexico. I sold one in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. And y'all, I made more in that 1 month from June to July than I did my first year in commercial real estate. Because, you know, commercial real estate or real estate, you're all commission based. So I was just like, I need to give this my all. And so by October, I quit my commercial real estate job that I was doing remotely. Yeah, and I just feel so free because that that particular job was, the commercial real estate job was the most stressful piece of my life. And with all the health stuff that I had going on, because I didn't know I had IBS at the time. And like I was also having chest pains. I was having a lot of stuff going on. Okay. And so, yeah, this has been a really, really good move for me. Yeah. So, but I will say I have been in 2 Facebook groups for the mobile home investing, and my cousin's she's bought and sold 2 or 3 of them herself, you know, and kind of lived in them her entire adult life. So she's really my biggest resource. Okay. Yeah, girl. It's crazy. I mean, I could make a whole lot more money if I was boots on the ground. January, because I was home in January, it was a really good month. But you can do it remotely for sure. So, but last month, February, I was just like, oh, January was good. Let me focus on doing comedy. And I was doing like open mic comedy sets like 2 to 3 times a week. What do you think of boxable mobile homes? What do you mean boxable? I deal single wides, double wides. As long as it's 1976 or newer, I'm interested. Yes, let's spread positive vibes, guys. I don't know boxable. Okay. George from ATL. All right, guys. So we are definitely over the 20-minute mark at this point. But I see that there are definitely plenty of questions about mobile homes. So I will be putting something together on that. All right. I mean, as there would be. So, all right, guys. So like I said, at the end of this video, check back in like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Any links that I discussed, I will definitely put them in the description box below. Remember, check out the GoFundMe and the GoFundMe update. Berlin is coming on the 20th through the 28th of this month. And be on the lookout. I'll tell you guys how you can see exclusive content. Okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thank you for watching this very unorganized video. All right. Glad you caught the live too, girl. Bye.